What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia, and this is a total body strength training workout.
Today's routine requires a pair of dumbbells.
And we recommend that you have a few pairs of dumbbells on hand so you can switch up your resistance as needed.
We also recommend that you have a chair, a box, or a bench available for the routine.
Don't worry if you don't have it on hand, we will provide modifications for those exercises.
You can follow along with me for the standard moves.
And you can follow me for all of the modifications, which are really important for me right now because I'm currently pregnant.
If you're ready to go, let's begin. All right, tribe, let's begin our routine today with a warm-up. And the purpose of our warm-up is to elevate our overall body temperature, get our heart rates up, and we're gonna get a little bit of mobility working at the same time. Our first move is called a bent over T rotation. So let's stand with our feet shoulder width apart, a little bend in those knees, bring back the hips, bend over to 45-degree angle, arms are hanging straight down in front of us. Now with our right arm, we're gonna twist up into our right side, keeping our eyes locked on that hand, rotate back. Same move, left side now, alternating between right and left sides. Nice and controlled here. This is what we would refer to as a dynamic stretch. So we are stretching, but we are moving at the same time. Great to prepare our bodies for that work that's coming up. This one's going to warm up our chest, our shoulders, our back, as well as that mid back, that thoracic spine. Full rotation, making sure you keep your eyes on that hand. And we're breathing throughout. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, next up we have what's called a hamstring sweep, a little compound multi-joint move for you here. Let's start by placing our right foot out in front of us on that heel. I'm gonna bring my arms up and over, and then I'm gonna hinge at my hips, sweep those arms, and when I stand big up and tall, I'm gonna switch feet. Left leg now. Again, keep that leg straight, hinging at the hips. Alternating right and left legs. This one's not only gonna warm up your body, it's gonna warm up your mind a little bit too. A little coordination involved. This one's stretching our hamstrings, our glutes, calves, lower and upper back, shoulders, trying to get some most bang for our buck warm-up moves here. So just a few warm-up exercises, we're able to warm up our whole bodies. Depending on your flexibility level, you may be able to come a little further down than us, not quite as far down as we are. We encourage you to make this one work for you, and we'll be giving you modifications throughout today's routine that you can apply and customize at your fitness level. Doing this one for 10 more seconds. Starting to feel a little looser already. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, another compound warm-up move for you here next. We're gonna do a butt kick plus an overhead reach, starting with our hands up by our ears in rack position. I'm gonna reach up overhead and at the same time bring my right heel to my glute, back down, left heel. So at the same time, performing that butt kick and then reaching overhead, trying to get a full extension with my shoulders and arms. Breathe here. Starting to feel good. You can pick up the pace a little bit. Again, this is a warm up, but we do want to elevate that heart rate. Starting to get it up. This one's great for our hamstrings, our glutes, quadriceps, as well as our shoulders, which will all be getting some work in today. Ooh, and I didn't realize it, but apparently my shoulders were a little sore still from my last workout.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Your last workout like 5 days ago?
Yeah, apparently. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. All right, time for our workout. We have a upper lower body superset to begin today's routine. Actually, I should say a lower body, upper body.
Upper body, yep.
Yeah, there we go. So our first one is going to be called a sumo deadlift plus shrug. So for this move, we need 2 dumbbells, and we're both going to grab our heavier dumbbells. And so heavier is going to be subjective to you and what is heavy for you, but this is primarily a lower body exercise. We're going to have our feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. It's called a sumo deadlift plus shrug. So a little combo move with those feet a little wider than shoulder width, breaking at the hips first, then the knees, good posture, back stays straight, come down to the thighs are parallel to the floor, stand all the way up. And then we're going to shrug. So bringing those shoulders to our ears. So again, breaking at the hips, sitting down, standing back up, and shrug. We're doing this one together for 10 repetitions. Ready, Claudia?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it together and begin. I get to breathe in on the way down, exhale on the way up, and shrug. Don't forget about that shrug. So this one is going to work our hamstrings, our glutes, our lower back, and then that is working our traps, which are those big back muscles up at the top. On that sumo deadlift, you should be able to keep your feet flat on the move. So you don't want to be falling back onto your heels, and you don't want to fall forward onto your toes either.
4 more repetitions.
Keeping your back straight, head's in line with that spine. Don't bend all the way over. Again, keeping those shoulders back. And if you're having a hard time sitting back into that sumo deadlift, it may be because your backside doesn't quite have the flexibility it needs.
And this is the last repetition.
And there's 10.
Okay.
All right, so next up we're gonna do a half kneeling, 1 arm hammer curl plus press. Whew, that's a mouthful. We need 1 dumbbell for that one, and we're each gonna use our lighter of our 2 hand weights. So with this 1 weight, we're gonna move down to the floor onto 1 knee. So this is called a half kneeling position, 90 degrees at both knees. Good posture, shoulders are back. I'm gonna take my left arm, put it out nice and straight, just for added stability. Now I'm gonna perform a hammer curl so that palms facing in, curl, and press straight up overhead, return back down, and then return the curl. So 4-part movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're doing this one 8 times on each arm. Ready? And begin. Again, keeping good posture throughout the whole move. Core stays engaged. Back stays straight. Try not to get any momentum going on that curl. Just extending or flexing, I should say, from that elbow joint on the curl. And then a full range of motion press straight up overhead, finishing with that bicep by your ear.
Here's rep number 5.
And it's 8 in total.
3 more.
Controlling the way up and the way down. Excellent. Again, this is a strength workout, so by the time we get to number 8, it should be a challenge.
Here's number 8 right here.
And there's 8. Very good. Okay, so we're going to do the same move on the opposite side now. You're a little more familiar with the move. If you need to switch up your weight, we encourage you to do so. Again, this is a strength training workout, not a cardio workout, so don't be afraid to up your weight to make sure you're using a weight that's challenging you. So I switch my legs, right arm is out now, and begin. Curl, press overhead, return back down, under control. Again, if you've done our strength training workouts before, you've heard me say this, we're focusing on that time under tension. So that means it's not a race, this isn't a HIIT workout or a cardio workout. Control the weight on the way up and the way down.
Here's number 5. You have 3 more reps after this.
Last 3, we got it. Controlling our breathing. This one's working biceps and your shoulders. Last one. And 8. All right. So that was one time through this superset. We're gonna go back through it one more time, starting back with our sumo deadlift plus shrug. So now you're a little more comfortable, a little more familiar with the moves. Adjust your weight accordingly. If you need to increase your weight, decrease it, etc. So in a strength training workout, you're always adjusting your weight for your strength level as well as your fatigue level. All right, 10 repetitions on this one. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width, a little point out on those toes. That's gonna help us so we don't let our knees come in, keeping those knees out and strong. Ready, and begin. Sit back, weight evenly distributed, on up, and shrug. 10 reps in total here.
And if your sit back is just here, then that's perfectly fine. Do what you can do based on your flexibility level, which is most important in a move like a sumo deadlift.
And don't sacrifice form if you can't quite get down far enough because your flexibility doesn't allow you to. What I mean by that is don't come down and be like, oh, I can't go any further, and then you start bending down or doing something funky there.
Form,
just really sit back like you're sitting back in a chair. Breathing in on the way down, exhaling on the way up. 3
more reps.
All right, last 3. Again, slow and under control here. This one could also be done with the barbell if you have access to one. Be a good move to swap out. And 10 shrug. All right. So one more time back through that one knee hammer curl plus press. Anytime we're picking up these weights in between, make sure that you're sitting back, using your legs to do so. Really similar form as on that sumo deadlift. So we're going to that one knee position. We have 8 reps on each arm. Again, if you need to adjust your weight, now's the time to do so. Good posture. Left arm is out straight, palm is facing in, and let's do it for 8 apiece. Begin. All the way up, all the way down. As I mentioned last time, this one's working your bicep, forearm, shoulders, and triceps as well on that press. And even your core stability here. We like these moves that are maybe not classified as ab exercises, but your abs are getting involved in every move we're doing today.
And especially if you were like me, I'm currently pregnant, this is a great way to work your abs without actually putting any strain on your umbilical.
It's a great point. Or putting any strain on your lower back if you have lower back issues.
That's true. We have 2 more reps.
And slow it down.
Slow, slow. Exhale as you push that dumbbell up overhead.
All right, last one. And 8. All right, let's switch it up. Opposite side now. Again, same move. Opposite knee up. Big deep breath here. And we're gonna move right into it. Right arm is out. And let's go. Last 8 on this one. Finish this one strong. Focusing on your form. Focusing on being precise here. That's it. No muscle group will be left behind today. Everything's gonna get hit.
There's your halfway point. 4 more.
Getting stronger with every repetition. Every rep is getting us just that much closer to our goals.
That's right. 2 more.
Last 2. Here we go. Last one. You got it. Finish strong, tribe. And there's 8. Excellent job. Our next superset is going to utilize some unilateral moves, which is a fancy way of saying we're forcing one side of our body to work independently of the other. Starting with a lower body move, I'm going to actually grab my box for this one, but you could just as easily use a chair or a bench. And we also both need 2 dumbbells.
And of course, notice I'm not using anything. So if you don't have anything available, you can just follow my modification exercise here.
And if you are using a box, chair, or bench, we want one ideally that when you place your foot on it, puts your thigh about parallel to the floor. So I'm gonna perform a dumbbell step up, starting with my right leg, good posture. I step up, trying my best not to use that back leg, only my lead leg. Standing all the way up, back down, tap my right foot on the floor, and into the next one.
And for my variation, I'm going to be doing a reverse lunge where I step back with my right foot, drop my right knee until both legs are at a 90-degree angle, and then come right back up into starting position.
We're gonna do 8 repetitions each leg. You decide which one of these is most appropriate for you today. Ready and begin. Again, controlled pace, especially that lowering phase of the move, regardless of which one you choose. Don't want to just fly back down.
Definitely not. Especially with reverse lunges, I mean, these can really catch up to you quick if you're not used to doing this movement very often.
If you are performing mine, we're also focusing on that balance and stability.
We have 2 more repetitions
All right,
on
last
this right
2.
leg.
Concentrating here. Last
one.
one.
Exhale down, or excuse me, inhale down, exhale as you come back up.
All
For
right.
mine, at least.
All right, let's switch it up. We have the left leg now. Same move. Ready and begin. Both of these moves are going to really work the same muscle groups. Heavy hamstring, glute, and quadricep here. Of course, a little bit of grip work while we're holding on to those dumbbells too.
This is the halfway rep.
And on most of these exercises today, it's always easier to start light and then go heavier. So we don't usually, if it's your first time doing one of them, we don't recommend starting heavy. Start light, get familiar.
2 more repetitions.
All right, finish strong here. Nice and under controlled.
Last rep, here we go.
And there is 8.
Nice work.
All right, so I'm gonna move my box out of the way. We are gonna move to the floor for the next one. We're gonna perform a plank row variation. And we both need, how many dumbbells, Claudia?
1 dumbbell.
1 dumbbell apiece. So let's go ahead and move on down to the floor. I'm gonna perform my variation from a bear plank position.
And I'm gonna perform my variation from a high plank on my knees.
I want you to take that 1 dumbbell and place it out in front of you. So it's gonna start not right here in line with your chest, but actually in front of your body in an extended position. I'm gonna come up into that bear plank position. I'm on my balls of my feet. And now I'm gonna pull back from my elbow, performing a row, and then return that dumbbell extended out in front of me.
And whenever you're in a high plank position from your knees, make sure that you keep your hips nice and forward and just visualize making a straight line from the top of your head to your knees.
We're gonna do 10 repetitions on each arm. You decide what's most appropriate for you or which variation. And here we go, in 3, 2, 1, begin. Focus on keeping that back straight, core is engaged, your hips are square to the floor.
Make sure you've picked a weight that doesn't cause you to rotate as you pull back with that elbow. So lighter weight is always more suggested here. And make sure you exhale as you bring that elbow back.
That's it, squeezing that back up at the top on every repetition.
Go ahead, that's number 7. 8.
And 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Excellent.
Oh.
All right, we got the same move. We're switching to the opposite side now. So go ahead and put that dumbbell on your left side into that high or that plank position and continue. So this one is working your upper back, but also your core, lower back, abs, all working together, even a little legs, shoulders. Nice total body functional move here.
Number 6.
And when you pull back, we're pulling back from that elbow, not your hand. Extend, and then like there's a string attached to that elbow that gets pulled back.
There's number 9. You have 1 more rep.
Last one. And 10.
Ooh.
Excellent. Okay. So we have 1 more time through this superset. Whew. Big deep breath.
Who came up with these exercises?
I don't know, some crazy person most likely. It's the only thing I can gather. All right, I'm gonna get my box back out for this one. Again, you decide which variation you're going with. 2 dumbbells needed. Either that dumbbell step up or the dumbbell reverse lunge. 8 repetitions per leg. Ready, and begin. Right leg first. So either stepping up with your right leg or stepping back. If you are performing my variation, try your best not to get any help from that left opposite leg. Make that lead leg do all of the work.
Ooh. And for mine, that would be my left leg, right? We don't want to push off the ground with our right foot. We want to use our left leg to help get us back to starting position.
Don't hold your breath here. I promise you will regret it if you do.
We have 2 more reps.
There's 7. Feeling stronger already. And 8. Very good.
Whew.
All right, now that we're in the groove, right into it. Next leg, and begin.
Also, we want to make sure that when you're doing a reverse lunge that we don't find ourselves arching our lower back on this one. Just try to, again, maintain a straight line from your head down to that leg, that knee that's going back behind you.
That's it. Focusing on that posture. Almost there, tribe. Come on, keep grinding. We're feeling it too, if you can't tell.
That's a halfway point. You have 4 more.
That's it, last 4. Feeling strong, looking strong.
Whew, fighting to the end.
That's it.
2 more.
All right, last one right here.
Last one. Let's go. Let's grind it out. Whew.
Ah, there it is. Okay, so there's 8 on each leg and 1 more set of those extended rows. Adjusting your weight if you need to, again, throughout.
Yeah, you might have learned a tough lesson on that last one.
Yeah, it might have been too heavy, might have been too light. But again, if you're doing, let's say 10 repetitions, by that 8th repetition, it should start to become a challenge. 9th and 10th should be tough. If the 4th one is too tough on 10 repetitions, you have too much weight.
Too heavy.
If the 10th one is too easy, then you don't have enough. All right, killed enough time there for y'all. Let's do this bear plank extended row. Starting with that, or high plank extended row. Starting with the dumbbell out in front of us. And we're up, off our knees, and begin 10 reps. Again, reaching out and then pulling back from that elbow. Not pulling from your hand, but pulling from that elbow. That's the key driver, movement driver.
That's halfway.
Core stays tight and engaged.
No rotating.
That's it, trying our best not to rotate. I know it's tough. Tough for me too.
2 more.
And there's 9. Last one on this side. 10. All right, I'm gonna add a little extra layer of difficulty. I'm not coming down to my knees in between. So I'm switching my dumbbell. You decide if that's appropriate for you. Here we go. And pull, extend. 8 more of this one, come on.
Not a race.
Stay in it. When it gets tough like this, it's where we use that mental motivation. Reminding yourself what brought you here today. Why'd you hit that play button? What brought you into this workout? What led you here?
2 more.
There's 9. And 10. Nice work. We're gonna kick off our next superset with an upper body core combo. We need 2 dumbbells for it, and we're headed to the floor. So I'm gonna go a little heavier here. It's a chest press movement, little extra variation involved. So let's come on down, lying down on our backs. I'm gonna perform a dead bug chest press plus twist. So let's run you through that here. We're both gonna start with our feet up in what's called a tabletop position, with the dumbbells straight up, palms facing together. Now, I'm going to lower the dumbbells as I twist and bring one foot to the floor, back up to tabletop, and return. So I'm alternating left and right legs.
And I'm just gonna leave my legs tabletop, so I'm still getting some core work, but I'm not doing the toe tap.
All right, again, you decide which variation is best for you. We have 10 repetitions in total here, and begin. If you are performing the dead bug, we wanna make sure that that lower back is glued to the floor, so there shouldn't be a big arch under your lower back. As those dumbbells are coming down, we're inhaling, breathing in, and then exhaling, breathing out as we press those dumbbells straight up overhead.
And even if the tabletop does feel too difficult for you, go ahead and just bring your feet flat onto the ground.
Again, giving you plenty of tools here to make this one work for you.
That's 8. We have 2 more repetitions.
Last 2, breathing in on the way down, squeezing those chest muscles up at the top.
Last 1.
And 10.
Nice work.
All right, so we are gonna come up to our feet for the next one. We're gonna perform a Zotman curl. I'm actually gonna go a little bit lighter for this one.
As am I. That was a good thought.
2 dumbbells are needed. This one's gonna work our biceps and our forearms. Feet are shoulder width apart. We have 12 repetitions here. Palms start facing forward. So curl up. And once we get to the top, we're gonna rotate until those palms are facing down and then control the way down. So palms up on the way up, twist, palms down on the way down for 12 repetitions. Let's do it together and begin. Again, under control here. This is another one that would be easy to cheat. Fly through it, use momentum, swing those arms. But we're not here to make it easy. We're here to get results. In order for us to improve our strength and muscle, those muscles need time under tension.
Here is rep number 5. Keep those elbows nice and close to your body.
Also keeping those wrists locked and tight. We don't want them loose and hanging down. But those hands and wrists should be in line with your forearms, especially on that way down when you're lowering them in the reverse position.
Nice soft knees.
Keeping them under control.
Oh, I think this is number 9. It's
Number
starting to
9.
catch up.
And you're on round number 9, and the set of 12
Round number 9.
is when you should be feeling that burn.
Okay, here's 11.
And we're
2
not
more.
perfect either out there, HASfit Tribe. We're trying our best, just like you are. All right, last one. Here's number 12. Under control. Excellent.
Oof.
All right, so let's go ahead and set those down. And we're moving back into that dumbbell chest press and twist with or without that dead bug, a little added core work. Sitting down on our backside here. And as you recall, we have 10 repetitions. So that means you should be feeling fatigued, starting to feel fatigued around reps 8. Starting with our legs up in that tabletop, lower back is glued to the floor, palms are facing each other, facing inward, and let's begin. Lower those dumbbells. This one is working our core, really our whole ab, including our transverse abdominis, which is that deep inner core muscle, which is actually pretty darn hard to hit sometimes. One of the reasons why I like this move. But in our upper body, it's working our shoulders, our chest, and our triceps.
5 more.
And we're gonna refrain from bouncing our arms off the floor. We don't need any help. We're gonna stay under control.
There's 9.
And 10, very good.
Nice work.
All right, moving one more time into those Zotman curls. Again, adjusting your weight accordingly. You have 12 repetitions. And we know a lot of times we get people asking us, well, you should tell us what weight to do. But really, everyone is different. Oh, we should tell us a range. Everyone has a different range. And it's so important that you understand where your strength level is for different movement patterns. It's really part of the education process
Absolutely.
of strength training.
That way, if you find yourself in a gym and we're not there in your ear,
Right, exactly.
you
say,
remember
oh,
what
I'm
it
gonna
is.
do curls, and I use curls this weight range for this rep range.
That's right.
All right, 12 repetitions, palms starting up, and begin. Controlling both the way up and the way down. That's it.
Trying our best not to use any momentum from our legs or core to bring those dumbbells up.
And it's definitely starting to work. A little fatigue kicking in here. It's that point of the workout where that mental toughness becomes just as important as that physical toughness.
Especially when you're dealing with Coach Kozak and these 4-part exercises.
Well, you know, I
He loves these.
like to keep you on your toes.
That's the halfway point.
Also like to get as much work in as we can in this short period of time, because who's got time to just be working out all day? We got other stuff to do.
Right? I mean, I wish I did.
We need efficient, effective exercises, which is why we use a lot of these compound multi-joint moves.
Okay, that's number 9.
Last
3 more.
3. Come on. Stay strong. Stay under control.
Exhale.
Last 2. Right here. Come on. And here it is. Here it is, number 12. Excellent work. Our next superset is going to alternate between an upper body and a lower body movement, and we do need 2 dumbbells for the first one. Upper body, we're going to do a bent over straight arm pullback. I'm going to go a little heavier for this one.
I'm not. But again, you'll see what weight works best for you.
Feet are shoulder width apart, weight in our hips, bend in our knees. We're going to bend over in a 45-degree angle with our arms straight down. Now, keeping straight arms, we're going to pull back, squeeze our back and triceps, return the weights back down to perpendicular to the floor. We're doing this one for 10 repetitions in total. Ready and begin. Under control here. Again, because of the nature of the movement, it's so easy to just kind of want to swing them back and forth. But instead, we're going to stay under control, especially on the way back, right? Don't just allow them to come on back, but instead we're maintaining control.
That's number 6. Exhale as you push those back, push those weights back.
And it's really focusing on the lats with those big back muscles under your arms.
Last one.
And 10, excellent. All right, we can set these down. I'm going to perform this next one with no weight.
Nor am I going to use any weight, but I am going to bring out a chair.
Next up, we're going to work on that lower leg with a 1-leg calf raise. I'm going to do this one on my own, so I'm going to get a little extra balance.
I'm going to be hanging on to the back of my chair here, and I'm going to have my other hand on my hip.
We're going to bring up one leg, and then we're going to drive off the ball of our foot, squeeze that calf muscle, and lower. Control the best we can. We're doing 15 each leg, so we're really going to burn out that lower leg. Ready and begin. So you're driving off the ball of the foot, and don't worry, if you're doing one of the 2 variations and you need to touch down in between. Really want to focus on control the best we can and driving that ball of the foot into the floor as we come all the way up and all the way down.
Here's number 10. 5 more.
Breathe. Almost there.
It's 3, 4, 1 more.
And 15. All right, I'm
gonna
feeling it.
Switch sides over here.
Now move, I want to talk about a move that doesn't look like much, but you can definitely feel it. We're switching legs, same side here, or opposite side now. Same move, opposite side. There it is,
There it
I found
is.
it.
You got it.
15 reps, let's go.
These, I don't know what it is about these. These have a different type of little pain.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. We have our entire body weight on one leg, focus on one joint. So we're really overloading the resistance, even without holding on to any extra dumbbells or weight.
Thank you so much for that physiology lesson.
Hey, that's my pleasure. That's
Number
my job,
10,
right?
Number 10, 5 more.
Burning. I'm feeling it too.
2 more.
Last 2. All right. Shake them out.
That's not going to feel good tomorrow morning. I'll
No.
tell you. You're going to wake up.
Well, it
and
depends on what your definition of good is. If you like soreness, it's going to feel great. Bent over, straight arm pullbacks. We need 2 dumbbells. That's just the masochist in me. I guess I like the pain. All right, we're going to perform 10 repetitions. Second set of those bent over pullbacks, straight arm. Weight in our hips, dumbbells hanging straight down. We have 10 repetitions. Ready and begin. Again, control both ends. As we mentioned, this one's working your back, specifically those lats, as well as your triceps, which is that big muscle in the back of your arm. Also your lower back and legs, just to maintain this position and stable.
That's number 6.
Squeeze up at the top, full range of motion. 8, 9, last one. Finish strong, tribe. 10. All right. You can set your hand weights down. Back into these one leg calf raises.
Get my chair here. Okay.
All right, ready? Let's start with that right leg. 15, and begin.
Oh, right leg.
Right leg.
Sorry.
It's all right. I mean, truthfully, it doesn't really matter if we start with the right or left on this one. As long as you get them both. Keeping it even here. Driving all the way up. If you're having trouble staying balanced, try to keep your eyes focused on one thing, not all over the room.
All right, 2/3 of the way through.
2/3 of the way through. There we go. There's some fractions here.
3. 2 more.
14, 15. All right, same move, opposite side. Let's finish these up. Last 15 of these. Big deep breath. And let's go.
See? Who knew you would come here for physiology
And
mathematical.
a fraction lesson. Not exactly high level mathematics,
No.
but best we got, all right? We're trainers. Breathe. Staying focused. Not on my corny jokes, but on your balance.
That's number 10. 5 more.
Excellent. See if I can do this without falling over.
2 more.
14 and 15. Excellent. We're going to increase the intensity on this next superset with a focus on our core. I'm going to get my box back out for this one.
And I'm not going to have any equipment at all.
So I'm going to perform what's called a high knee step up and twist. I'm going to step up with my left leg, hands are on my head. I'm going to bring my right knee up, twist into it, return back to the floor. Now my right leg comes up, left knee comes up, twist into it, return to the floor.
And I am doing an elbow to knee, alternating sides.
We're doing this one for 60 seconds, getting as many repetitions in as you can in the allotted time frame. Ready and begin. Making sure to breathe throughout here. Both variations are working our core as well as our legs. Mine is just a little higher intensity here. It's a quick way to get that heart rate up regardless which variation you choose.
That's right. And for this one, try to bring your knee up as best as you can, twisting into that side.
It's all about the intensity on this one. It's a 60-second set, getting as many in as you can, pushing yourselves here, who've been slowing you down all workout, but this is the time to pick up the speed.
Whew. Twisting into that knee, exhaling as you bring that knee up.
And if you lose your balance for a moment, that's all right. Regain it and right back into it until we're not perfect either.
Not much left.
For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, we're gonna keep the pace up. We're gonna move to the floor and get into a side plank position next. So I'm gonna do this one from up on both feet.
I'm gonna do mine from my knee, so I have my lower leg down.
And I'm on both feet here, and right leg over the left. I'm gonna start with my arm up. I'm gonna reach through as I rotate, and then reach to the sky.
Woo.
There it is, and begin. As many repetitions as you can get in here. You want a nice straight line from your shoulder down to your elbow, and then another nice straight line from your shoulder all the way down to your either your knees or your feet. Allow that body to rotate and twist as you reach through, and then back up.
You should feel that oblique on fire right now.
We're gonna switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same move, and I'm not going down for mine, so I'm just switching and then right into it. Do not hold your breath here. Keep breathing, keep moving, Keep that core engaged. You don't want the hip sinking. And you also don't want it way up in the air either.
That's right. Envision your body just 2 straight lines. Elbow to shoulder and from head to toe.
5 more seconds here, y'all. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back on our feet. Like I said, this is an intensity round. So I'm gonna get my box back out for another set of high knee step up and twist.
If you're doing my variation, just get back into it.
That's it. And begin. Breathe. Nice little burner here at the end. I mean, we've been working our abs throughout today's routine, really with all the moves that have been engaged. But this here at the end is just giving them a little extra work.
Even keeping your hands up here by your head. Give a little extra shoulder work.
Yeah, especially at this point in time in the workout.
Oh yeah.
We've been working for a while. Come on.
Halfway through, come on. Let's go.
Come on, pushing yourself here. Not much left.
Exhale.
15 seconds.
That's right. Keep on breathing.
10 seconds, come on. How many can you get? Fight, fight, fight. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Back to the floor for those side planks. You know the drill by now. Come on, keep the intensity up, y'all. Onto that forearm and go. Big, deep breaths. No holding your breath. Again, don't allow those hips to sink. This one has a really working your entire core with a specific focus on those obliques. It's that side core muscle here.
Oh goodness.
We're feeling it too, tribe.
Oh yeah.
Come on, right to the end. Burn with us here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides and right into it. Come on, this is it, last set. Make it count. Again, focusing on that why. What brought you here today, tribe? What's that goal? What's that why? Trying to lose weight, get stronger. Just be the best version of you. Whatever it is, staying focused on it. Not much left. Come on, give it to me. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Excellent job. And that's it.
Nice work.
You made it, Claudia. You made it out there, HASfit tribe. Time for everyone's favorite part of the workout, the cool down. Let's move to the floor. We are going to slowly bring our heart rates back down. And this is also our time to get some mobility and flexibility work in.
Yes, the oft neglected
The so often neglected.
mobility and flexibility.
So we're moving into a quadruped position or quadruped position, depending on who you ask. And we're gonna perform a scapular stretch. So on all fours here, back is nice and tight. And now we are going to pinch our shoulder blades together. So this is all upper back. And then pull from the middle, upper middle of your back, like there's a hook in the middle of your back and you're pulling it away from your spine. And return back down. So sternum goes to the floor, shoulder blades get pinched together, and return. So this is specifically improving your scapular mobility. And your scapular controls that whole rotator cuff, all the movements that your arms perform from the shoulder. Nice controlled breathing. Nice controlled pace. This isn't a race. Yes, we've been working out, but now it's the time to bring that heart rate back down. I even have to remind myself sometimes. So amped up from that workout. Let's do this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna stay in the same position for the next one, and we're gonna move on to a elbow to hand rotation from the same position. So I'm going to place my right hand behind my head, and now I'm going to bring that right elbow to my left hand. And now let's rotate. And as I rotate, I'm following my elbow with my eyes. Come on back down. This is great for that spinal mobility, thoracic spine mobility. And you may have better flexibility than us and be able to rotate more, or you might not quite be to where we are. And you're just gonna have to do the best you can. Come back, repeat this routine. Every time you'll get a little bit better. Nice controlled breathing. Let's go one more on this side. And relax. Okay, same move. Opposite side, left hand behind our head. Bring that left elbow to our right hand. And then rotate. This one's also going to help stretch our chest and shoulders. So again, just like in the warm-up where we talked about having movements that are addressing multiple muscle groups, we're taking that same philosophy here with us into the cool down. Deep, controlled breathing. Be very aware of that heart rate and deliberate and relaxing and bringing it back down. We're going to do this one 2 more times. All right, one last one under control. Here it is. Excellent. All right, so we can come on up, not all the way up, but up onto our knees. Next, we're going to perform a kneeling hip flexor stretch. So we're in that same half kneeling position we were in earlier. And this one's going to stretch our quads and our hip flexors. First thing I want you to do is squeeze your glutes for me. Now, squeeze your abs. Hands on our hips. Now we're keeping our abs and our glutes tight. We're going to come forward. Not too much. Only takes 1 to 3 inches range of motion. Feel that stretch down that base leg in the quad as well as in the hip flexor. Now, if you're getting in here and you just don't feel anything, I'm going to tell you it's because you don't have your glutes and you don't have your abs tight. Because if you loosen them up, you can come all the way forward. That's not the point of the stretch. So keep those abs and glutes tight and then gently come forward. Want to feel some good pressure, a good stretch, but not real serious pain either. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, switching legs, same moves. All right, and again, get those glutes nice and rock hard tight. Abs are rock hard tight. And then slowly come forward.
Almost like you're trying to pancake them together.
How'd that
or
go?
Just kind of squeeze your abs. I can't do it.
Just like that.
You only get one time. I can't do it again. I can't replicate that. Anyway, yes. Oh, feeling that stretch in my hip flexor.
Let's hold this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Let's go ahead and sit down on our backsides with our legs out in front of us. We're going to perform a seated toe touch plus a static chest opener. My knees get all white from the floor, so I'm just cleaning off my knees over here. Don't worry about me, folks. My wife's laughing at me. Our legs are flat on the floor, and we're going to try our best to keep those knees down as well, the back of the knees, so we don't let them come up. Now we're going to reach for our toes. Depending on your flexibility level, this may be more like a shin touch or a knee touch. Go ahead and allow your chin and chest to come, allow your chin to come in as you bend forward. And this is just a static stretch we're holding here. And now let's come up slowly. With our elbows bent at a 90-degree angle, we're going to pull back. Somebody wasn't paying attention during rehearsals. We're going to pull back on our hands and our elbows. This is a static chest opener. So we're just stretching that chest, almost like somebody's behind you and they're gently pulling back on your arms.
Hey, it's the last exercise, so, you know.
Oh, I know. Hey, and we're tired. We're human just like you are out there. And we like to tease one another too, if you couldn't tell. All right, let's go back into another toe touch or shin touch, knee touch, whatever you got. Reaching as far as you can, trying to keep that back of the knee glued to the floor. This one is stretching everything from your calves, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, even upper back and shoulders. And you just hold. Big, deep breaths. And let's come on up one more time. Elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle. Good posture. And you're gently pulling back on those hands and elbows, just holding a static stretch. Good posture. And this is it right here, folks.
Putting in that work today. Yep.
Congratulations. You made it to the end. 3, 2, 1. And that is it. Excellent work. You can stay down on the floor.
Give yourself a pat on the back.
You can take a nap while you're down there. We got to stand up, but you can hang out. Thank you so much for working out with us today. It's been our pleasure to serve you. Did you know that you can get even faster results by following a complete fitness program?
Those programs can be found on the HASfit app by downloading it to either your iPhone or your Android, or you can even find them on HASfit.com.
You can also stop by our store and support us by picking up a t-shirt or our diet guide, Eating for Life.
Don't forget to like us on your favorite social media channels.
Again, thank you so much for working out with us today. I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.